What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down how wide receivers can catch a wet football. So I hope this video helps you guys out. I hope we can clear up some few questions you have on this. But also, fellas, oftentimes football players do not take their recovery seriously, especially this time of year. Season's about to start. They are not taking their recovery seriously in terms of taking care of their body, making sure that they get good sleep, good rest. So if you guys want two things that can help you with that, check out that very first link in the description below for 2 supplements from A&G Labs. A&G Labs is a supplement company that specializes in products for athletes specifically. So this product on the left here is their BCAA powder, and this product on the right is their protein powder. They have multiple flavors of the protein powder. They have about 4 or 5 flavors. Then they have 1 lemon lime flavor of the BCAA powder. Both of these products are certified NSF. That means safe for sports. So there are 0 banned substances in them, and they're completely safe for football players. The BCAAs will help you recover. It gives you those non-essential amino acids that your body's, or those essential amino acids that your body cannot produce. And then the protein powder helps your muscles repair those micro tears your body gets. So if you guys want to take your recovery seriously, you guys want to make sure that you're at peak performance for those games on Fridays, Saturdays, whenever you play, check out that very first link in the description below. Use the promo code FIRST15 for 15% off your first purchase. Let's get started with this video. So first things first here, fellas, when it comes down to catching a wet football, a lot of people ask about the gloves or about the no gloves. So personally, when you're catching this wet football, I don't like using gloves. That's just my personal preference. I feel like it doesn't give you enough. Like the ball gets almost a little bit more slippery when you have gloves, right? Now, in this example, obviously, this is wet football. It's raining. This may work in this situation, but when it is pouring rain, I personally like you guys to catch with your bare hands. I feel like you have more grip that way. I feel like you have a lot more just traction on the ball when it is your bare hands. Now, some people might feel different. Some people feel like gloves may help them with the catch, and that's completely fine. Personally speaking, I think it's better to go bare hand than with gloves. Now, when it comes down to catching a wet ball, same deal applies as catching a normal pass. Your eyes are super important. You have to track the ball in. You have to be very, very mindful of how you track the ball in. But when obviously, it's more than just tracking it, because that's the thing. It slips out of your hands. You could look that thing all day long, and that ball could still slip out of your hands. So what can you do specifically to make sure that that doesn't happen? And that's try to catch the ball more with your palms. So obviously, what we talk a lot about was when you guys are catching a football, you want to stay in your fingers, right? You want to stay in the webbing of your hand. That's how you get that kind of soft hands, quote unquote, where the ball doesn't bounce off your palms. But when it's pouring down rain or that football is wet, you got to do whatever means necessary to catch that football. So if that means getting more palm on the ball and making sure that we secure it, that's completely fine. But you have to make sure that you secure it. Now, when it's wet and rainy, how I feel personally also is that sometimes catching with your body, maybe being a little bit more late with your hands and getting the ball inside of your frame can also help as well. When you guys are catching the ball out like this, let's go back to the first example. And let's say this ball is maybe off to the side. You're running a 5-yard out. Quarterback puts it in front of you like so. If you're trying to reach outside your frame and you're maybe not getting that thing close to your body, that can easily slip out of your hands. But if you're letting that football almost get into your cushion when it's wet outside, slippery, that might be not a bad idea, because at least you have your body to kind of bail you out. I'm not saying let the ball bounce off of your chest plate, but just make sure that we catch that thing close to my frame. So if I do bobble it, if it does slip, at least I have a chance to recover on the pass. So personally, fellas, I like the no gloves, but if you wear gloves, it's not the end of the world, but make sure that we are letting that ball kind of get into my frame a little bit, looking that thing in, still catching with my hands, getting a little bit more palm on the ball to make sure that we secure it. Okay, I'm going to play this clip full speed one more time. This is a great example. Obviously, I don't know if you could tell that it's raining in this clip, but it is, and the ball's not the best condition. But now let's get into this next clip. So this is going to be a clip of a receiver just training. I found this clip on Twitter, but I think it's good for you guys to work on because he is working with no gloves and he is working on his one-handed catches. So how does this apply to catching in the rain? Because I honestly think the better you can get your bare hands, it makes it a lot easier. And this is all grip strength work. It makes it a lot easier to catch when that ball is wet. So you hear me talk a lot about, repetition. You got to look the ball in. You got to take a picture of the ball with your eyes, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you do need a strong grip. Because if you have a weak grip, it's going to be tough to catch the ball regardless of what the conditions are, rain, snow, the ball's just wet, whatever it is. So you have to make sure that your grip is strong because that will help you maintain those slippery passes. It's no different than maybe trying to hold let's say you're holding a weight plate, like a plate that you put on the end of the bar. Let's say it's one of those powerlifting plates, where it's not like you have the 4 different gaps in the weighted plate. It's just like a rounded plate. There's one circle in the middle. You put it on the bar. So those plates can get a little slippery, but if you have a stronger grip, it's easier to hold. Same idea when you're catching a wet football. You have to make sure that your grip is strong because that will help you hang on to it. So doing drills where you're working on one-handed catches, working on squeezing that ball, catching it in front of you with one hand, or maybe you're doing any kind of grip strengthening exercise like pull-ups, like fingertip push-ups. Stuff that's going to strengthen your grip will help you be a better pass catcher overall, but help you catch better in those wet conditions. Let's play this thing again full speed. I just wanted to showcase this drill just to show you guys that there are, creative ways to improve your hands and to work on your hands. All right, fellas, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all or any other video feedback you would like to see, check out that video. Don't hesitate to leave those questions in the comment section below. And also, fellas, if you guys would like 2 supplements that can help you recover faster after your workouts, after practices from A&G Labs, check out that very first link in the description below. Again, use promo code FIRST15 for 15% off your first purchase of either their BCAA powder or their cinnamon swirl protein powder, or whichever other flavor that you would like to choose from. So check out that very first link below if you're interested, fellas. I'll see you guys next time.